Playoffs coming up next week, and you know what this time of season's like. A game like this, you still want to play for a lot more, but you don't want to pick up any injuries.
Yeah, you want to make sure you come out here unscathed, but
not making any effort for a loose ball. Flyers come right back up with it. Bradley going for a turnaround fadeaway on the baseline. 2 points going early to the Bristol Flyers. Now they go down low to Brad Green. Here's an interesting matchup. Got it by Clifton Moore Jr. He turns around. I like that jump hook. That's been one of his most trademark moves this season. Malcolm picks up his dribble. They got to get something going now. Bothwell pulls up from 19, top of the key, and finally getting the first 2 points for the visitors.
This offense looks like it did before Quade Green gets there. Why? Because Bothwell isn't a natural point guard. He's an off guard who usually comes off the bench. As I say that, he says, hush there, Drew. I know what I'm doing here.
Here come Caledonia looking to take the lead. It's a guided by Rapid Thomas Edwards. Pump fakes. 15, and finally the visitors take the lead for the first time.
So nice, so poised by Paliza, who normally would take that three, but gets to his spot, knocks it down, as Clifton Moore says, not here today, son. This is a guy that used to be a guard who hit a growth spurt in high school, so he has guard-like skills, guard-like timing that you just saw there.
Nice post up by Thomas Edwards. You know, people in the international world of basketball, everyone seems to ask about London Lions, but I tell you right now, I've gone to Eurobaskets, FIBA World Cups. People do ask me about the Caledonia Gladiators, and a three nailed by Patrick Whittam with 4:51. Quade Green's on the bench at the moment for the Gladiators. Well, here comes Ollison. It's called a double team. Thomas Edwards from no man's land fires nothing but net. I mean, we're still leading by 1 point. Green trying to go for a post up from the perimeter. Gonna have to give this one up. Ollison pulls up from the mid-range, tucks this one away, and again, getting a better rhythm now for Bristol. They also have to wait to see how other results go their way. Caledonia's defense scrambling. Whelan trying to stand strong. Bank is open, a beautiful move by Lucas. Whelan trying to look for Malcolm on the post up. Baldwin going handoff. Off the ball screen, finds Baldwin. Hard foul coming in, so 2 free throws coming up here for the Gladiators. Baldwin trying to get a handoff. Johnson being smothered on defense. Going down low, the big man. That's better execution. We're still trying to be aggressive, but Caledonia, well, almost now, trying to go for a post up. Double team's coming. Johnson left wide open. 3 is up. 3 is beautifully tucked away.
And if you don't watch the Gladiators much, we'll tell you one thing, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. 5 guys.
Oh my goodness. Well, he went down the lane and just gave Baldwin.
Downhill to his strong hand to the left. He sees a mismatch there with Baldwin. Meet me at the rim, big.
Green now trying to attack, finds Onwas, pump fakes. Almost down the other end, twisting, turning, and spinning in the lane. That was quite nice, actually. Ooh. Brad Green also subbing back in here for the Flyers. Trying to find some separation. Green inside the key. That's usually bread and butter for the Flyers. But Green's just off the bench, though.
A little bit too much weight on that shot.
Green going for the final shot. Pulls up for a quick 3. It's up, and again, the Flyers, they are on fire here in the first quarter. And Plymouth Raiders, the former Plymouth Raiders, Drew Lasker. Drew, one thing I want to highlight here, Flyers have more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. But the key thing for Caledonia has been the three-point shooting.
And if you pay attention, like I mentioned, I don't think it matters who you play. Obviously, you want to avoid the Lions, but everyone else, everyone can beat everybody. So you just got to make sure that you're playing your best basketball as Kyle Johnson gets a second opportunity there. The issue there is he stopped running. If he would have kept going, the ball would have fell in his lap there.
Smith finding Thomas Edwards, goes in. Too big, too strong.
It's not only the quickness, he has speed from baseline to baseline. As Onwas flexing his muscles there with an and one.
Can play a variety of positions for the Gladiators, and one thing I like about him, of course, he can
going into the game is how many can we put up? And if you take 40 and you make 13, 14, 15, you'll take it. He did a great job on that possession.
Well, Bristol trying to get the spacing in their offense. Green set the ball screen. That's the penetration, just too strong off the backboard, but big man getting the offensive rebound. It's going to be a long night.
And sometimes I think the Flyers, it's a game to them. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a board in the locker room to see how many second opportunities can we get. Let's miss it on purpose. And yeah, that's his shot, though. That's a good shot, and you'll take that. Getting down the hill to his strength and just in and out there.
Well, Lucas down the middle already took a body with him, but couldn't connect with that one.
I would like to see him get deeper there. I think if you make those jump hooks that we saw him attempt earlier, then yeah, we take that shot.
Well, Bothwell playing bully basketball against Corey Samuels.
Well, a great job of recognizing that.
Well, Malcolm went for the closeout. Brad Green, second chance points. That's going to be the key thing tonight. Could this be the X factor? Because Olsen looking to isolate, guided by Whelan. Good defense by Patrick Whelan, but is it enough? And no, it's not, because Olsen taking Whelan to school. It's a tough shot. You got a hand in his face. You kept out of the lane. I don't think there's any much more Whelan could have done. Whelan trying to respond with a three, and that's a good response. Finds Baldwin, gets his pocket picked, and now here come the Flyers. Bradley trying to go in, and rejection time. Follow-up is good. Was a good block, but nobody followed in, Drew. Bradley now for a three in transition, a little too short, but again, well, this time they're able to keep them off the loose balls. Here comes Malcolm. Drew a step in the lane, goes in, cutting it down to 1 point now. Drew. So Flyers, you got to take advantage of that. Smith, high post, finds Olsen. Well, the 2 for 1 is no good anymore because that's just too easy. Anytime. Well, Buffalo now looking to isolate, step back, three is up, and again, hand his face, but no problem from downtown.
And that's not his forte, and we've seen him twice. It's a great shot.
6th three-pointer of the night here for the Caledonia Gladiators. Finding Brad Green caught between two players, and that's much better when he's right point blank from the basket. Absolutely, you talk about a 1-2 punch. You know, you play better under different guards if you are center. Buffalo made his last three. Can he make another one? 7th three-pointer of the game for the Gladiators. Usually a go-to player from the perimeter.
Well, he's a nitty guy. He likes to get to the mid-range and get to the bucket, or do this, get to the basket out in transition with his weak hand, right hand. You know, protect the paint, patrol the basket many times this year, and tonight is nothing different.
Well, in and around, wrapping up, and it's also an area where Brad Green's going to score. Caledonia's been doing a better job of shooting a three-pointer, but it's tough to call this one. I mean, I would have said beginning of the game, Bristol were probably going to win, but at the moment, looking very mortal here, Drew, sorry.
Yeah, it's a.
Well, going up with a dunk, but yeah, going back to what I said there, it's all scrambles here at the moment.
If you don't get those second chance looks.
Well, good defense. Whelan unable to finish. Loose ball falling into the hands of the Gladiators. Whelan gets rejected. Good defense. Stand on their 1 point lead under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Smith goes bounce pass. Thomas Edwards pump fakes. That's way too easy. Well, he knew Baldwin was coming. Well, Baldwin's taken a few threes tonight, hasn't made. This time he gets it, and now he ties the game up, and who knew he had it in him?
But if he's making them as well, how do you stop this team?
Well, Edwards going in. Get him rejected by Malcolm. Green trying to split the defense down. Nowhere to go here. Finds Almwis. Can he make three, number 9? This team are just lighting it up. They are cooking. Caledonia have had chances to build on the lead. Green now, tough three, pulls up, and again, get your umbrellas out. There was rain today, but they brought it down from Scotland today.
This is not an easy task we're talking about here, guarding this guy, because he can do that. He can get at his spot, and when he does, he's so efficient. 50, 40, 90 guy. And right now, he's getting to the free throw line. He's getting downhill. They're going on the screens. He's hitting threes. He has everything at his disposal, and speaking of that,
could that second three-pointer be the bit of confidence they need to kickstart? Finds Green, and now it's a 5-0 run for the Flyers, cutting it down to 1 point ball games.
And you know how my IQ was born? Through hours and hours of film with flat floor and away.
Green trying to run around the Baldwin ball screens. Time winding down. Johnson, three, corner, nails it. Tray ball, number 11 for the Gladiators.
So what did he do? He looked them off, fired the ball to the corner.
Well, Allison going for the mid-range. Front eye, can't get it. Rapid Thomas Edwards goes in with the second Johnson. From the reaction from Johnson, I was thinking, is a push in the back going to be cool? But I don't think there was enough contact there to justify it. Well, Almwis, this team's been on fire. And again, Drew, they're just not missing. The bucket has become the Atlantic Ocean.
And because they're one of the most patient offenses we have in our league behind the London Lions. They're structured, and they don't force anything.
Well, nice rejection by Clifton Moore Jr. You never know how it will go. And I think every team below them is going to be hungry, whoever matches up with them.
That's a great move there by Patrick Whelan getting to his right hand. But to answer your question, Josh,
probably with the greatest shot in the history of this game. We talked about Terrell Myers' winner, but Holly Winterburn's got to be up there now. Big shout out to the London Lions women looking to go for the double with a playoff final and a European crown. The British basketball league legend, Drew Lasker. Well, Drew, only 2 3-pointers so far here for the Flyers in this game. One of them coming in the fourth quarter, but that is a strong penetration.
And that's what Jacob does off the bench. He brings you instant offense. And boy, how does this game humbles you sometimes.
I mean, the only comparison is, I remember Jan Vasselli in the Euro. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. I think he was listening to us.
And you saw Trey John Jacob that made a business decision, stayed out the way because he didn't want to end up on our top 10 plays of the week. Smart.
Well, deep three come from Whelan, and again, the three-point entourage keeps coming. The quick release is what I've been so impressed with. 10-point lead at the moment. Well, nice play in the lane. Again, Lucas trying to respond. That's what they need now, some energy, but also some composure on the defense, Drew. Well, Wheeler's finding Clifton Moore Jr. Pump fakes down the lane. Goes in, gets the and one. And he's got a chance to go to the free throw line here for a three-point play. 2:29 left for the Flyers. No need to panic.
That was just a great job by Patrick Whelan.
I gotta imagine you probably would want to think about going for a three due to the time difference. Well, there's a three. Ollison puts it up. It almost went in. Scrambling. Green comes up with it. Jump hook. Now it's a 4-point ball game. And Gareth Murray's going to call timeout, but 23.4 left. Flyers got to get it inbound. Bradley pump fakes. Goes in. Finishes. Cuts it down to a 4-point ball game.
My point.
Well, 5-point ball game. Bradley pulls up. Quick three. Tries to go off the backboard. Can't get it. Bristol come up with a loose ball with 3.7. And it's a 3-point ball game. Well, they go for the long one. Comes up with it, throws it down with 1.6. Caledonia. Well, basketball fans, we thank you for joining us, but in the end, Caledonia will be heading back to Scotland with a big win here against the Bristol Flyers. Well, Bristol may have been the best team in the first half, Drew, but Caledonia, they proved otherwise in the second half.